What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wave of the World podcast. Here on the podcast, we like to talk to people who have something going on, know how to teach something going on, or are just trying to better themselves in whatever field that they may be in. Here with me today, I have the gamer, the comedian, but she doesn't know it, the redheaded phenom herself, Miss Selena Crafton.
Hello, how are you?
I'm glad you're here with me today, virtually, of course, because of COVID and everything. How are you doing today?
So well, I worked today and now I'm chilling.
Word. So, before we jump into everything, I just wanted you to tell the people a little bit about yourself. I already let them know that you're a gamer, but um, let's you do your introduction, and then I'll ask my questions.
Okay, sounds good. So I'm 22. I'm from around Nashville. I've been gaming all my life, and one day I just decided to start streaming just to see where it goes. Cause I game anyways, so might as well just do it.
Right.
And it's kind of like went somewhere, so I'm like, might as well keep doing it, and I enjoy it a lot. So we'll see what happens.
So let the people know what games you play and how often you play them, so they can go and follow you whenever you're streaming and everything.
Okay, so I play Call of Duty mostly. I play a little bit of Valorant. Right now I'm getting into The Forest. On my Xbox, I play a lot of Halo, Destiny, Red Dead, Fallout, pretty much everything. But you can find me under Alina Bug. It's UHHLENA and then Bug. And yeah.
I'll put I'll edit later. You'll see it in the edit. It'll be down there somewhere.
Alina Bug, right there in the middle.
And then I'll also put her Twitch link in the description so y'all can go follow her whenever she's streaming and everything. So let's talk about what your reason for streaming is. And I know you already spoke about why you started because you're gaming in the first place. What does streaming do for you specifically? It doesn't have to be catered to anybody else. It doesn't have to please anybody. What is streaming for you? What does it mean to you?
I mean, so at first I was just like doing it to do it, but then I've built like this little community and I've made so many friends, and a lot of people have like reached out to me and said that it helps them with like depression because I brighten their day, and I try to bring laughs and good vibes all the time. So pretty much that's like why I do it now, and I just enjoy it a lot.
Word. If y'all don't follow this girl, she is one of the funniest people I have ever met on the planet.
Oh,
You can.
right.
I wish I knew how to share one of her clips because there will be times where I'll just be playing a game and I'll have her Twitch up on my computer and she'll say something. I'll pause and I'll be dying laughing for a good 15 minutes.
I just say whatever comes to mind,
There's
Yeah,
a lot.
sometimes.
There is a lot going on up there.
Sometimes it's a little overboard, but I can't help it.
So I also wanted to ask. So growing up, you were more of a tomboy, correct?
For sure.
So is that where you like found your love for your video games, or I'm trying to dig deeper than the video games?
Yeah. Okay, let's see. So, I mean, me and my cousin, we used to hang out a lot, and we would play Halo 2 back in the day, and we just played all the time. We'd rather do that than go outside, and I feel like it just kind of stuck. Like, I love gaming, and I don't really know. It just stuck with me, and then Call of Duty came out. I love that. I love ish talking. I don't want to cuss. I'm going to be professional. But I love ish talking, and you can do it with, like, gamers. You can do it and still have fun, and, like, people know that you're just messing with them. And if you do that in, like, real life with people, it's kind of mean, I guess. But I just like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it, and it stuck with me.
Okay. we're going to jump into this topic a little early. I didn't want to tell you about it. I kind of just want to get your raw opinion on it. I want your Mount Rushmore of gaming systems throughout your life.
Okay. Oh.
So,
geez.
top 4.
So,
I can do mine if you need time to think, but you can go ahead if you're ready.
So I know I had a GameCube back in the day.
Okay.
I know isn't that the one where you stick like those little bars in there? Isn't that a GameCube? What is that? What's that one?
You talking about a Nintendo 64.
Nintendo 64. I had that. I had the PlayStation 1, I had the PS2, I had the very first Xbox.
Your Mount Rushmore is your top 4.
Oh. Lord have mercy. Top 4? Okay.
Your top 4 gaming.
Start from the bottom.
This is
Start from
yes,
the bottom.
please.
Okay. So I'd say the Nintendo 64 definitely number 4. PS2 or maybe the PS1. Xbox. Oh, top 4. Mm-hmm. I got so many that I like.
Pick the top 4.
Okay, take out the PS2 or 1. Xbox 360, Xbox One, and then now my PC.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you on the Nintendo 64. That was like my introduction to games. Mm-hmm. This one, mine is going to be a little bit underrated because I feel like it was before its time. The PSP. The graphics on the PSP were underrated for... It came out in like 2006 or 2007. That was ridiculous.
Oh, so you're talking about that little handheld thing?
Yes, yeah. It's still a gaming system. So is Nintendo DS. So is the what's the flip joint? The XP.
The XP. I know what you're
Game
talking about.
Game Boy Advance XP.
Well, shoot.
No.
If we're talking about, you gotta take out the Xbox 360. I was on the DS Mario Kart all day.
It's a gaming console, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
So I'll finish mine and then you can go back and correct yours. So Nintendo 64 was kind of like the introduction to like gaming on TV for me personally, and then number 3 definitely the PSP. Number 2 is PlayStation 2 because I feel like they had the best amount of games for the best price. And then number 1, I'm going to have to go with... Right now it's PS4 because I don't have a PS5. And I'd love to see it whenever, it's not $1,000.
Yeah, I heard it has a lot of bugs, though.
Yeah,
so...
which I'm fine with waiting. Like, it's cool.
Yeah.
But PS4 right now is at the top, but you can go ahead and correct your 4.
I'll correct myself. So, definitely the Nintendo. Then I gotta say the DS, because that was my ish. Keep it PG. And then Xbox One PC. Boom.
Gotcha.
There's mine.
What about the DS made you change your mind?
Dude, I was on that thing all day. Me and my friends. So I'd get dropped off at school at like 5 a.m. The before school care or whatever. And we would all sit in there and we'd be in that little chat. And the dude across the room would be like, "Hey, what's up?" Yeah, he would we would all be in there. And then Mario Kart, Mario Party, Tamagotchi. Oh my goodness, there's so many games that I played on that. And I still have it to this day, too.
Right. I still have my Game Boy Color and my Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy XP. Mm-hmm. And the crazy thing about Nintendo in general, I liked... it didn't make my Mount Rushmore because I didn't like the games that were for the console that much. But the GameCube, it literally had attachments to where you could play your Game Boy Color games and Game Boy Advance games on the TV. Mm-hmm. So that was just dope. Like, yeah. I had never seen nothing like that. I'm like, yo, check out my Pokemon. Y'all ain't on this. Y'all are not on this.
Exactly, yeah. I don't think I had a GameCube. I thought I did. I was talking about the Nintendo.
It's the big box joint, and it has, like, the discs are, like, that small.
Yeah, I remember that. I never had that.
As po folk, we only had but 1-2
But
systems.
I had one system at a time. That was it. You had to sell the other one to get the new one. That's how it was.
With all the games. With all of the games.
All the games. Bye-bye.
You sell
There
your
they went.
PlayStation 1 with 400 games just to get a PS2 and get 2 games.
Exactly, but we're living lavish now. Got the Xbox One and my PC right here.
That's really funny. So I also want to jump into you describing, or not even describing, you telling us, me included, how you make money gaming.
Okay, so on Twitch, you have to become affiliated. So you have to average, I believe it's 3 average viewers. You have to stream for over, I think, 36 hours. And then you have to get 75 followers, I believe.
Is that a
And
week?
I think it's per month now.
Okay.
Before it was like within a certain amount of time, which I thought was a week. I don't know, but I got affiliated in 2 weeks. And so
She's flexing over here, guys.
Hey,
She's
let's
flexing.
go. Hey, I did pretty well for myself. But so I make money off of subscribers, and it depends on what they subscribe to, I guess. It's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. And the difference is how many emotes they get, and they don't get any ads. And then I also make money off of ads. I make money off of, say if you play like a blurb, which is a sound, and a lot of people like to scare me, so they'll play like the scream sound, and they'll pay like, I don't know, $1 for it, and I get 50 cents or so.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's how I get paid. It's pretty nice. Or donations.
Okay.
Winky face, you know what I mean?
She just said go subscribe to our OnlyFans too if y'all didn't catch that.
Oh jeez. Oh Lord. That's what everyone says. I'm like, just because I game does not mean I have OnlyFans. I ain't throwing ass out here. Plus there ain't no ass to throw. Come on. We've all seen it. Here.
That should be your next blurb. I promise you would make some cash. See, from my point of, or from my side of things, someone who doesn't know anything about gaming, all I hear is like wild numbers, like the kid who went into the Fortnite competition and made $3 million, and he was 16
Yeah, that's
years
crazy.
old. That was just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think that, I don't know how he makes money, but I'm pretty sure it's from people like putting in money to get into the tournament, and then whoever wins, it all goes to him.
Okay.
And then I guess whatever sponsors are like sponsoring the tournament.
And speak on how you got advertisements and how that works whenever you're like in the middle of a stream or whatever.
Okay, so truly I couldn't tell you, but I do know that once you become affiliated, they just throw advertisements in there, so I really don't have control over it, but somehow I make money off of it. But I only make like cents from each ad. And some I can roll ads whenever I want, but I really only do that if I like leave for a second, which is maybe twice a stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, now I wanted to jump into the, now that we got all the gaming stuff out the way, I wanted to jump into the portion of, me and Selena's relationship. Obviously, all the people that I have on as guests, I know them all personally. They have all either asked me to be on the podcast or I've invited them myself. So, tell them where we met.
So we met at J. Alexander's. We both worked there.
So, yes, we met working at a restaurant. And how has your experience been in the restaurant business so far, and what's like pushing you to get out of it?
So I enjoy the money. The meeting people's pretty great, but sometimes I get a little tired of it. It's very hectic. It's mentally and physically draining, but I like it. It's good money. I meet a lot of people. I really am trying to get out of it though, because I've been there 3 years now and it's flown by, and I just feel like you can get stuck in like this matrix because of one, the money, and then I, that's pretty much it. I'd say just that. The money is nice.
Right.
But yeah, I've had a good time. You know, there's always ups and downs with serving, but
Right. What are your aspirations or your goals to get out of it?
aspiration and goals. So, okay, I have a whole plan mapped out in my head, but you know, life changes, whatever, but this is my plan. So, I'm hoping that my Twitch goes somewhere within the next like couple years, and I hope I'm able to like pay my bills that way, and pay for school. And I want to try to go back to school, and then um, study IT software development,
Okay.
and then hopefully become an IT software developer.
Gotcha. What
Yeah.
what would one do as an software developer?
Well, it just depends on what you want to do with that degree. Me personally, I want to create video games. I'm jumping back and forth between software developer or project manager because I want to, one, help develop a game, but I don't know if I want to be the one coding the game or if I want to come up with the idea of the game and be like, hey, can you do this for me? You're really good at like graphic design or something like that.
Right.
Like, I don't know which one I want to do. So we shall see.
Okay. Well, I didn't make the prediction, but you spoke it out into existence. So we're gonna come back to this, 3 to 5 years, see where you're at. It is Women's National History Month. I know that I messed up last year. I had Brian on. That was just a whole big ordeal. I'm sorry. He was my first guest. He was the first one that said yes. I would have had a woman, but a woman didn't answer. My apologies. I'm forever sorry.
Here I am, I have boobs.
My goodness. In honor of National History Month, Michelle Obama is being inducted into the Women's National Hall of Fame. She made a statement during her time in the White House from 2009 to 2017. She established herself as a strong advocate for women and girls in the U.S. and around the world. That's what her publicist said, not what she said. What do you think about that?
I mean, I guess that's good. I don't really know much about her other than school lunch,
School lunch.
Wasn't very happy about that back in the day.
What happened with school? Please advise. No, not advise. Tell the people.
Wait, you don't remember it? Like, I feel like in high school, didn't she do something to the lunch where it like wasn't as good anymore, or like we had more healthy options?
What's wrong with that?
Listen, I needed to be eating good. I weighed about 108 in high school. Show.
Okay.
Show.
What's wrong with that?
I'm being serious. That's about all I know. I mean, it's good. It's good that she's advocating women.
I think that you and anybody else that hasn't should go read the book Becoming by Michelle Obama. Really good read. I'm not a woman, and I'm saying it's really good.
Becoming by Michelle Obama. Okay, I'll remember that.
So this has been a hot topic. I'm just going to cover it really quickly. So the ex-vice president of Nike got fired because her 19-year-old son was using his mom's credit card to buy shoes and then resell them for double the price.
Oof.
He was literally buying shoes that were like being released, and he was buying them by the hundreds and by the thousands.
That's not her fault. I mean, she should have never let him have her card, but at the same time.
But he also used his mom's employee discount, so how is it not her fault?
Oh, then Okay, I didn't know that part. Yeah,
Yeah.
how did he even get a hold of that?
We went through a purse. I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I
Also,
would have been pissed. He would have got a whooping, and
well,
I would have been mad.
she got fired, so whoopings ain't free. Um,
Dang.
so she's a former, um, or she used to own a store, and their friends and family used to have a guest pass access to, you know, like early releases of shoes or merchandise or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend that works at Finish Line. He got me a pair of shoes before they even stocked them. Like, I get it, but I only bought one pair of shoes, and that's just my friend. It's not my son.
Right.
That is
Right.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I would have been mad, boy. Why would he do that?
I
He should have known he was gonna get caught.
He just wanted to come up real quick, and now he's probably one of the richest, because he still has the shoes. He's probably one of the
Oh.
richest 19-year-olds ever.
Oh. Well, I guess that was smart on his part.
The shoe company, or the shoe uh, industry, is a $1 billion industry, especially for Jordans and things of the like.
Yeah. See, I know you like shoes, but me, on the other hand, you can hand me some Asian sandals and I'll be good for the whole summer. You know what I mean? I wear the same sandals.
You talking about the slipper?
I'll bring that boy out. I got it all day. You know what I mean? I'll whip somebody too. Come on.
If you don't get the slipper reference, the stand up, it's on Netflix. It's by Joe Coy. He's a Filipino American, and he talks about Selena is Filipino. If you didn't know, I'm sorry, I should have mentioned that before. But he talks about how all Filipino women wear a different variation of a thing called a slipper, and it's basically what she just held up to the camera, and that wasn't even queued up.
Straight from Hawaii. Serve him what this, baby.
Alright, so now we're gonna jump back into your Twitch. This episode is about you. This is nothing about me. We're all learning about what you do, how you do it, and maybe somebody can be inspired by this and, start their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, what games do you plan to venture out into in the future to maybe appeal to a different gaming market?
Okay, so recently I've been venturing out because before I just streamed strictly Call of Duty. And recently I've been playing Phasmophobia or scary campaign games like Lost Hope. And this past stream, I streamed The Forest, which is like a survival horror game. And right now I'm reaching out to the people that enjoy horror games, because I really do. And I used to hate to play them, and I still kind of do, but my reaction's always funny.
Right. Which people like watching what's going on in the game, but they also like watching people reaction. I don't get that at all, but hey, if it's your bag, it's your bag. I'm not gonna judge you.
I get that. No, the worst one I had was the first jump scare that I got, and I flew back in my chair. My arms flew up, and I screamed bloody murder. All my roommates texted me and said, "What's up? Are you good?" And yeah, right now I'm playing those. So we'll see. Maybe when Halo comes out and some other open world games, I'll venture out to those. But right now, horror.
So where do you see gaming going in the future? Obviously we already have VR and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see that going in terms of streaming?
Streaming. I feel like so many people are about to start streaming. So many people have this past year, especially because of COVID. Nobody could leave. They wanted to do something. And so I feel like it's just going to keep on going up for streamers. And right now there's more streamers than there are viewers. So I don't really know, the statistics are varying, so I don't know how it is for the future, but for video games, I think that it's going to skyrocket into a whole nother level. I don't know if you've seen the movie Gamer, but there's this, the movie Gamer, and they have like a room where you don't need any attachments, nothing on you. It's just the whole room is made for gaming, and I'm hoping that one day it'll get to that point because we already have VR,
Hmm.
and like you just hold two things and like the head, whatever. But the whole room is like a gaming set, like a console itself. So I'm hoping one day we could get into that, and I think it will.
What's the appeal of having a gaming room as opposed to people just, just staying in their houses?
Um, like, are you talking about like this gaming room, or like, okay, I like it because I feel like every time I walk in here, it's like a fun room. Like I'm having fun. Like this is the club for me.
Okay.
I walk in and it's just like it's nice. And then also I deck it out with whatever I want. With my room, it's kind of plain, and I like it that way. But in here, it's just like a safe space, and it's fun.
Okay.
Good vibes.
Good vibes only. What's if there's somebody that's out there right now that's scared to venture into gaming? What advice would you give them on how to start, where to start, and anything that you learn along the way that you'd like to share?
You mean like gaming and streaming and stuff?
Right.
Okay, so people ask me that all the time, and I say if you're nervous about it, just be yourself. And like, if you really want to start it, like, just do it. Just do it. You really only have one life, and like, if it goes somewhere, awesome. If not, oh well, there's so many other things that you can do. And how I got started is I started on a MacBook. I literally had my 2000 and I don't know 12-year-old MacBook, and I hooked it up through Elgato because I was playing on Xbox, and I literally had the lowest quality ever, but I just wanted to do it, so I did it.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched a lot of YouTube videos. YouTube helped me out with like my stream quality and also gave me a lot of advice on what I should add to it. And really just be yourself, have fun with it. If it gets too like stressful, then maybe it's just not for you. But if it's just easy, then I mean maybe it's something you should be doing.
There was a slight bar in that. I'm not gonna breeze past it. She said, "Just do it." Like she didn't have everything set up in the beginning, which is why I wanted her on the podcast in the beginning or in the first place, because sometimes you don't even necessarily have all the tools that you need. I still shoot off an iPhone. Y'all see this mic. I paid money for it. I just got this mic, but you don't need this. I literally shoot off an iPhone. I record on an iPhone. I record the audio and the video on an iPhone. You don't need a whole bunch of stuff. All the pretty stuff is nice, but all you
Yeah.
need is yourself. Just be yourself, and it'll
And
come to you. I promise.
just you. That's it.
Is there any? This isn't going to be a pretty long episode. Is there any closing advice that you'd, or a closing statement that you'd like to make?
Closing statement. Oh goodness. With like maybe like streaming, maybe.
Whatever it is that you
All
want.
right. YOLO like Drake. You only live once. Do what you want to do. You got an idea that pops up in your head? Do it. No matter what it is. Whether it's streaming, going to school. So many people say, oh, I'm going back to school. Oh, I'm going back to school. Well, if you really want to go back and do the dang thing. Get off your butt and do it. I am a procrastinator myself, but whenever I really want to do something, just do it. And I'm going to stick to what you said. Just do it.
All right, that's good.
There you go.
Also, let the people know where to follow you, and I'll put your Twitch below. But go ahead.
On Instagram, Twitter, all platforms, it's Alina Bug. I think on Twitter it's Alina Bug with 2 G's, but it's UHH capital LENABUG. And my name's Selena.
Thank you, Selena, for being on the podcast.
So very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yep. Yes, ma'am. We're going to get out of here, and I will see y'all at the end of the month, hopefully. I have a trip plan coming up, so I may give y'all an episode a week early. We'll see. But other than that, have a good rest of your day. Be blessed, and go spread some positivity.
Bless up.